Should we pump the brakes on the 2-seed Patriots?
Pump the brakes with just as much force as you pumped on the gas. Whoever you are, pump the brakes with just as much force as you pumped on the gas. I don't need to pump the brakes that much because I wasn't speeding that much. I knew the Patriots could only go as far as Mac Jones. Watching that game, I realized the Colts out-Patrioted the Patriots.
Wow.
The Colts ran the ball for over 200 yards, a very Patriot-type thing. Yeah. Colts did not put much of any pressure on their quarterback, Carson Wentz. The Colts forced several turnovers, played great defense. The Colts blocked a punt and scored on special teams. The Colts out-Patrioted the Patriots. For the first time in my NFL watching career, I saw that happen. When I watched that Colts-Patriots game, it reminded me of the times I peruse, and I'm sure you all as well, peruse on YouTube. And when you're perusing on YouTube for different music, I'll oftentimes listen to covers of songs, right? I'll listen to an artist.
You get caught slipping, or are you doing this on purpose?
I'm doing it on purpose, right?
Okay.
I'm listening to, let me see how you sang that song compared to how Adele sang it. Let me see how you sang it compared to how Beyonce. Let me see how you sang it compared to how Bieber sang it. I'll go on YouTube and I'll listen to covers of songs. And on rare occasions, I like the cover more than I like the original song by the original artist.
Give me that.
On rare occasions that happen, I like the cover of the Patriots more than I like the actual Patriots. I love the way the Colts covered the Patriots because the Colts did a cover of a Patriots performance, and the Colts cover of the Patriots performance was actually a greater performance than we've ever seen by the Patriots this year. So when I start to pump the brakes on 223 rushing yards. Yeah. Carson Wentz only had 5 completions, scored on special teams.
Oh, they out Buffalo Bill gamed them.
The Colts were a better version of the Patriots. So I have to pump the brakes on the Patriots, bringing this all back full circle because I know this isn't a conversation of the Colts, but I am in a cult with the Colts. I have to bring this all back full circle because, wait a second, Patriots? Mac Jones, you are who I thought you were.
What?
Who is he?
Yeah.
He's a quarterback who can't put the team on his back. You don't need to be. You're a rookie. I'm not asking rookies to put teams on their backs, albeit Justin Herbert, he kind of could last year, but Justin Herbert is a freak specimen. Mac Jones, you don't need to be that, but you've confirmed that you aren't that. So I'm going to keep going later, but that's just my thought is that the Colts did a better cover of the Patriots than the Patriots' original song.
Oh, man. Pump the brakes? Why would you ever do that? One, what kind of car do you drive right now? I got to get into your business right now because obviously it ain't a Tesla because, you know, we got that regenerative braking. That means the car slows down as soon as you get off the gas. You ain't even got to pump the brakes. But what kind of car are you driving right now after all this new money you got?
I drove the Lexus to work.
You drove the free car. Okay. Look at him. Endorsers, you got the right man. Here's the thing. You talking about you perusing on YouTube. I thought you was going to peruse on you. Everybody out there know the other you. Woo, you don't do that, Acho. Only for the married men. All right, here's the thing. Let's get to this real. Let me be for real about this. Did you not expect them to ever lose again? Like, Acho, you are a special guy who comes up in here and wax poetic about a team that is now losing the game after a 7-game win streak, longest win streak of the season, correct? Yeah. The Patriots started a win streak, and every single team, all 31 of them, had lost games between them starting their win streak and finishing their win streak. But Acho's going to tell me that, it's time to pump the brakes on this team. Why? Now we're looking at 2 teams that we don't really know in terms of win streaks what it's telling us. Kansas City Chiefs has the longest win streak, and who else? The Miami Dolphins. Oh, that's real telling. So let me get deeper into why this win streak means a lot, but also it's not telling you the full story. There was a team last year that went on a 5-game win streak. They went to the Super Bowl and lost. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Year before, Chiefs and 49ers, 5-game win streak. Year before that, 6-game win streak, Rams and Patriots. 5 games the year before, 7 games the year before. All those teams went to the Super Bowl. Just using recent history, last 5 years, any team with a win streak of 5 or more, guess what? Super Bowl team. But you want to pump the brakes. Now, this is why I also am in agreement with you. It's not telling. It's a Tesla. It's regenerative braking. I'm not going to pump the brakes, but once I get off the gas, we're going to slow down. We got off the gas, if you're a New England Patriot fan, because you saw this team not be able to push the ball down the field. You saw the rookie come out in terms of growing pains. Yes, Mac Jones is having a phenomenal rookie year, but this team is still led by its defense. This team saw its rookie quarterback for the first 3 quarters. Man, looked figured out. But kudos to the rookie in the fourth quarter, which is really a veteran mindset and presence to actually get collected, actually go out there and make some noise and actually make this a little more competitive than it looked for the first three quarters. But it's all about the defense. We know that the Bill Belichick-led team, especially with a young quarterback, including Tom Brady, is going to have to be led through the defense, not the offense. So I'm not pumping the brakes. At the same time, I'm not going to mash the gas. I just know this is going to slow down because I expected this team to lose a game.
Fair. It just sounds like you have a more expensive opinion than me. That's all. Because either way, you slowing down, I'm slowing down, you just slowing down by releasing the gas.
No,
I'm
you stop. Do you know the difference? Like if you just get off the gas, it goes, you went, I was like, God dang, Acho, seatbelt on next time.
Fair,
right,
fair. When Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, I know this much. I know that Tyson Fury did not try to knockout Deontay Wilder.
No.
Because Deontay Wilder, we know what he is. He's a one-shot guy. Like, he's just trying to knock you out with one shot. But if Tyson Fury would have just been a one-punch dude and knocked out Wilder, we would have been like, yo, he beat you at your own game. Woof. So he can beat you at his game, and he can beat you at your own game. That's the cause for concern. When I looked at this game, I don't necessarily care that the Patriots lost. That's not why I'm pumping the brakes. I'm like, yo, somebody beat you at your own game. When the Patriots faced the Bills and the whole world was watching in those terrible conditions, the Patriots did what they did. They threw the ball 3 times. They out-Patrioted the Bills. The Bills went out there and still threw the ball 20-plus times, if I'm not mistaken. Josh Allen was still out there slinging it as if it was sunny. Patriots were like, nope, we're going to do this the Patriot way. Run the ball the entirety of the game. Well, now the Colts said, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. And they said, yo, we're going to take your blueprint and we are going to remix your blueprint and make it better than you. So again, we only see this happen so many times. That's why the music reference is my best. When you go to a concert and you hear somebody perform a song better than the artist, and I'm like, ooh. But that was your song that I now took and I made a hit. The Colts did better than the Patriots. It just makes me wonder, who else can take the Patriots track and make it better than them? Because if the Colts can do it, then I would have to assume other teams can as well.
But let's keep context. This wasn't the best team losing to the worst team in terms of records. This wasn't Arizona losing to Detroit.
True.
This was good losing to good. If not gooder, losing to good. Like, think about it. Which team was better last year? Colts. They made it to the playoffs. Patriots didn't. And now the Patriots obviously have reset our expectation. But this is gooder losing to gooder, or gooder losing to goodest, whatever you want to call it. This isn't worse losing
I'll give you that.
or beating the best, right? Also, you got to put some respect on this team in terms of the win streak they just went on. Like, you got to go all the way back to 2012 when the Ravens is the last team to win a Super Bowl and not win 6 or more games in a row. So what does that mean on the flip side? If we're a New England Patriot player, we put ourselves in a Super Bowl conversation and not just appearing, winning conversation, because teams go on 6 or more win streaks. Those are the teams we're going to see at the end. Why? Because it's just...
you got to be able to win that many in a row to get to the Super Bowl.
And you're standing the test of time. Like, think about it now. Kansas City's in that conversation. Interesting. Miami's in that conversation. Not as interesting, but hey, crazier things have occurred. The last point is, I love your example of the cover actually being better than the original artist. There was actually a place out here pre-pandemic. I don't know if it's open right now because, 1, I ain't going out, but 2, I don't know if they survived it. It was called Sayers. And Sayers was a place for new and up-and-coming artists to go show up and sing songs. But don't sing your song, because we don't know your song. And we don't know you either, so that's really not going to help us make money. Let people go in there, party, have a good time, but you singing everybody else's song. Dog, every single performance, every single night, you will hear 1 or 2 pop off because you already know the design to improve on. You already know the original song to improve on, right? Same thing for the Colts. They were able to watch this Patriots team go out there and do it the Patriot way, against the Buffalo Bills especially. And let's be real, they got better horses in terms of the running game to go out there and do what the Patriots are trying to do. Jonathan Taylor's a whole different animal, right?
Yep. So isn't that problematic then? Because if I'm like, wait a second, right? Oh, I see what you're trying to do on this song, but you don't have the same range as me. You don't have the same vocal range as me. You can't hit the same notes as me. Oh, thank you for that track. Now I'm going to go freak it and make it do what it's supposed to do. I'm looking if the Patriots can that simply lose their format to the Colts, Colts are a good team, but Colts aren't a top 3 AFC team, then you just start to wonder, like, oh, who else might take that blueprint and run with it? That's my only fear. But if we are simply saying that the Patriots are good,
we already know
and not elite, then I'll co-sign with you. I thought they were more elite.
Yeah, I got enough money for the down payment. I don't need no co-signer. This ain't college no more, mama. I got to mess your credit up to get the car. No, mama, we ain't going to do that. I'll give you an example, and I know you ain't going to know it. Tina Marie and Mariah Carey. Like, Tina Marie had the range. Everybody knows at home. Like, yo, he knows Tina Marie. Yes, the range. And she was major. And then Mariah Carey, with that same range, took it to another level. Maybe that's the Colts this year. Maybe you got to avoid the Colts if you're the Patriots because styles make fights. But all I know is if I'm looking at the Patriots team this year, already the winners of 6 straight, putting themselves in Super Bowl conversations in terms of games won in a row, I got to respect them.